I believe pizza is the most universally liked food in the United States, besides some people over the age of 90 who hate everything. I've never met anyone that didn't care for pizza. I get that some people avoid pizza because of all the calories, but they still like it. Maybe it could unite our divided country. President Trump could declare pizza to be the official food of the United States, rename Mount McKinley to Mount Pizza, and rename the Gulf of America to the Gulf of Pizza. Never mind, there would still be opposition. Pizza is arguably the food most associated with Chicago. Not just pizza, but thick pizza that takes weeks to digest. Tourists feel the need to eat deep dish pizza when they visit so that they can experience Chicago culture. The irony is that they're not really experiencing Chicago culture because Chicago locals don't eat deep dish pizza 3 times a day. Sure, we have it once in a while, which is why there are deep dish pizza restaurants outside of downtown. But when locals have pizza for dinner, we have it delivered from Little Caesars like everybody else. There are mainly 3 kinds of Chicago-style pizza. Deep dish is pizza cooked in, you guessed it, a deep dish, or pie pan. It has a thick crust with toppings, mozzarella cheese, and sauce. It was invented in 1943 at Pizzeria Uno, a pizzeria started by 2 guys named Ike Sewell and Ric Riccardo. Not Ricky Riccardo, you know, the guy who played the husband in I Love Lucy. Uno's chef, Rudy Malnati, helped develop the recipe, and his sons Rudy Jr. and Lou worked there, and they started 2 pizzerias of their own. Rudy Malnati Jr. started Paisanos in 1991, and Lou Malnati founded, you guessed it, Lou Malnati's in 1971. The second kind of Chicago pizza is stuffed pizza, which most people call deep dish. This deep dish pizza has a second layer of dough on top of the toppings, creating a casserole-style pizza.
My casserole is not filth. Eat it.
It tends to be deeper than deep dish. I guess then they should have called it deeper dish instead of stuffed. It also tends to be cheesier than the saucy deep dish pizza. The 2 pioneers in this pizza-making technology are Nancy's Pizzeria, the original location is in the West Loop, and Giordano's Pizza, located every 3 blocks in Chicago. Finally, Tavern-Style pizza dates back to the 1940s. It has a thin and crunchy crust and is cut into squares instead of wedges. Its name comes from the cheap pizza served at bars. You know, when the drunks are so shit-faced they don't care what kind of pizza they're eating. And then after eating an entire 12-inch pizza, their stomach is full, so they can drink more alcohol, which is more profitable, and get more shit-faced. Because the only dinnerware taverns had were mugs, tumblers, and shot glasses, and because it's hard to eat pizza out of a mug, tumbler, or shot glass, the pizza was cut into squares so it could be served on napkins, which were, and are, eaten along with the pizza by patrons because they're so shit-faced. Milwaukee claims that Tavern-Style pizza originated there, and being from Milwaukee, I believe them. Not because I'm taking their side, but because I know the culture there likes to eat really cheap pizza in order to get really, really shit-faced, so they can become united and forget about how divided our country is.